Question which I have for you is that where do you see these Kaizer Chiefs heading next this season, as they already won their first two games, no conceding. We saw Brian Peterson doing the most, but we're not here for that. I'm having Mesh over here. We're gonna talk about VELEBAYI. What is stopping VELEBAYI to play for Kaizer Chiefs right now, and also we're gonna talk about Kaizer Chiefs on this season. What are expectation, as I'm having Mesh on the line. So let me just start by talking about VELEBAYI. And we know that VELEBAYI, Kaizer Chiefs, he was actually announced, you see. But he is not going to play, guys. He's not going to play, and why? This is what we're going to talk about. So as things stands, it seems like this guy from Cape Town Spurs, he has actually appealed for this case. He said the ruling is not actually good. So now the case had to suffer. They will listen to the both side, Spurs and Chiefs, and review all the evidence. If the appeal is dismissed, VELEBAYI will finally be free to make his Amafkosi debut. But if Spurs win, Chiefs may have to go back to the drawing board. For now, it's waiting a game. Both clubs will be pushing hard behind the scenes, and the decision could shape the part of Kaizer Chiefs. So as things stands, let me just bring Amesh on the line over here so that we can talk about this. Mesh, how are you, big brother?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
Ngiyancenga mngani wami, ngiyancenga. Man, before we go into VELEBAYI's story, I just want you to tell me only two things, which is, it's a question actually. Where do you see these Kaizer Chiefs this season?
Um, yeah, yeah. What a strong team, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's refreshing to see the team play the way
Mm-hmm.
they want to play.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a big positive. Being able to grind results, not in playing ugly or route one football, but literally cooking the ball, like
Mm-hmm.
passing it around until they find the goal. So for me, I think that's a very strong team. I also think that um, that's a team that is well well constructed in terms of what the project is. Because remember, they said last season was transition season, so now we're seeing what the team is trying to do, and playing against Polokwane City, very very difficult. It's a team that's given us problems, but to solve them like that, was very good. I was expecting more. I was expecting more goals, but understandably so. Polokwane City is one of the best defenses in the country, So, yeah, I think the team, if they continue playing like this, if they continue doing this, the team is going to go far.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cancel out competing for the league. I don't cancel out the team being consistent. I don't cancel out cups. I don't cancel out anything. If the team is playing like this, I think it's remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Dominant in the opposition half, all the passes, more than 60% of our passes were in the opposition half, which shows how strong the team is.
Mm-hmm.
It also shows how strong or the work that Nabi has done throughout the course of the previous season.
Mm-hmm. 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 So as you can check, there is also a comment from Shemi Kane saying that Shomula, they must give us a Betray a trophy now. So when, according to your understanding, and how do you see this team performing, do you think that they can still push it until to the end of the season to get the Betway Premiership?
Yeah, look, remember, certain things didn't happen because of some hurdles or obstacles that the team had to face.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries, a lot of injuries, in fact,
Yeah.
a lot of injuries with no replacements for players. But now, there's replacements.
Mm-hmm.
Tele, possibly, or even our best player didn't have a good game yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
but there was a replacement for him. Glovu came on, and he scored. Monyane had a great game, but there was what is it? There was changes that were made, and Frosler came in. He gave an assist.
Mm-hmm.
Cross, he got injured already on the left. We were struggling a little bit, but Marco came into the picture, even with Shinga still preparing papers or whatever they're waiting for from the international football, whatever they still need to get for the
Yeah.
transfer to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Marco came in and he did his job.
Mm-hmm.
You also look at up front. Serino also didn't have the best of games,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but he was replaced. Ngobo came in. Who else? Duba also replaced. So I think that now, in terms of players on the bench or players that like some of our key players, they've got replacements. So I think that even if injuries can happen now this time around, I think that we can still go further than what we did last season.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. This time around, also I can see this Kaizer Chiefs is very strong. For me, um, I don't want to lie, guys. If they can keep up to 5 games, keeping clean sheets and wins, I think we will see something on this season. So, Mesh, let's go to this story which brought us over here, which is about the young star VELEBAYI, which was announced by Kaizer Chiefs after PSL they ruled out, saying that what do you call saying that what do you call, saying that this player is going to be a free agent. So I want to know, Mesh, what's your take about this battle, man? As don't you think the Cape Town boss supposed to just let it go?
Um, I think the Cape Town City, the Cape Town Spurs bosses, or those guys,
Yeah,
the hierarchy of Cape Town Spurs,
yeah.
they are not looking at letting it go because of what they are losing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They know that they had an opportunity to make 4 million plus two players. Two players from Chiefs are better than any two players from Cape Town Spurs in terms of helping Cape Town Spurs not get relegated.
Yeah.
Because those will have been players maybe that have been playing in the top flight.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they didn't play frequently, you find that it's players that had experiences elsewhere. So they would have served Cape Town Spurs better. They didn't want to let go 4 million plus two players that probably they could have sold even for 5 million, or 3 million,
Yes.
or whatever,
Fact.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And make that money that they were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have now the opportunity where they could have made that 6 million or 7 million that was offered,
Mm-hmm.
or 5 million or whatever, when they said when Spurs said Chiefs must take up the offer, and then Chiefs took it up to, I think, 5, but they wanted 10 or something, or they
Mm-hmm.
said between 8 and 10, something like that.
Yeah.
So they are looking at it in that way, that, oh, we could have made this much, but we
Oh.
didn't. Oh,
Oh.
we could have. Oh, you understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
now they feel like they want to place a price on an amateur player. There is no amateur player worth 8 million.
Fact.
There is no amateur player
Listen, these
worth
guys.
8 million.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So what they're trying to do is stuff that they could have done in the two previous seasons, but because of greed, they couldn't do it, and now they've lost out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, we also should understand that the ruling, right,
Mm-hmm.
that was done made their appeal that they had before null, right?
Mm-hmm.
It disregarded their stance to say that no, the player is tied to our contract, so he should play throughout the whole contract first, right? The ruling from the dispute resolution chamber, it made their stance, or their stand on the saga,
Mm-hmm.
invalid, right?
Mm.
So now Chiefs took the information from the dispute resolution chamber and they
Yes,
made the
true.
move.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what happens is that they made the move, yes, and they made the move very quickly because I'm sure papers were prepared.
Mm-hmm.
They were just waiting. As soon as they announced Where are they playing? They're playing in Cape Town.
Mm-hmm.
The following day, what's happening? The boy is announced.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that means that they also moved quickly, right?
Yes, because
Even probably quicker than
yes,
Cape Town Spurs in their appeal
yeah,
to
yeah,
sign the player.
yeah.
So with the knowledge that they had, they made their move, right? So at the end of the day now, it's just a personal thing for Cape Town Spurs.
So
It's no longer about football. It's just now a
but don't you
personal
think it's
thing.
also disturbing the player?
No, 100%, it's greed, it's a lot of greed because yes, you've made the player, but the player is not your property, you know. Yes, you're the one that developed him and all of these things, but he's no longer your property because of where you are situated in South African football.
Mm-hmm.
The moment Cape Town Spurs was relegated, remember Cape Town Spurs, they tried everything, just like Cape Town City. Cape Town City tried going to court, tried taking Marumo Gallants to court. They tried to do this, they tried to do that. Football cannot be played in the boardroom
Yes, true
or in
that.
the court in the courtrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Football needs to be played on the field. And when football was played on the field, Cape Town Spurs were relegated.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That one is
Fact.
not. That one doesn't need this dispute resolution chamber. There's nothing to resolve there. The guys were relegated,
Yeah.
and if the PSL says that if you are in that, we're in the third division, you're not a professional team, or your players are not bound to their professional contracts or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
are free agents, basically. They're considered as free agents, as amateur players.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is Cape Town Spurs still holding on? Why are they holding on to Byrne? Why
I
are they
think that
holding
they're
on
they're
to
actually
Bartman?
stucking on that way of saying that we developed a player, so we deserve a compensation.
Yes,
You understand?
you see, yes.
Yeah. So, but which I see that doesn't. I don't think they're going to win this case, but we'll wait for Safa to hear what they're going to say about it. So Mesh, as things stands right now, big brother, what's your word to the boy if maybe he can watch this video?
No, you know what I can say.
Yeah.
Um, it's been a long time dream for VELEBAYI to play for Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the manner in which it has happened, he's going to be a legend. He's going to be a club legend
Okay.
because it's been blocked many times,
Yes.
and his respect to Cape Town Spurs will also be paid off
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because when Cape Town Spurs said no, he can't move, and the parents even got involved and all of these things, they said no. He said, okay, I'm not moving. He went and he served. He
Mm-hmm.
served the team. He served the team. After serving the team now is doing this to him just because they cannot get something out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this proves or this shows that there's a certain trend that's happening in the PSL.
Mm-hmm.
These teams don't know how to make money from ticket sales. They don't know how to make money from shirt sales. They don't know how to make money from anything other than selling players.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Supersport is another team that was selling players at big amounts. They
Mm-hmm.
were they are the hotspot for Sundowns.
Mm-hmm.
You check the whole Sundowns, you can name maybe 8, 10 players that
I
come from
think they
Supersport.
made it close to 100 million from Sundowns in
You
2 to 3
understand?
seasons.
Now, Marquez is not making 100 million from anything. They won the cup, yes, but they're not clocking 100 million. How come they are still able to survive? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because when opportunity presents itself where they have to sell players, they sell players.
Mm-hmm.
When opportunity presents itself where they have to make money a certain way, they make money that certain way, right?
Yes.
Look at TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy lets go of the players,
Mm-hmm.
and he's still able to get back the players. But now, if you are Cape Town Spurs and you're only stuck on
Mm-hmm.
1 or 3 players,
Mm-hmm.
then it becomes a problem. You don't know how to make another VELEBAYI. You don't know how to get another Bartman. You don't know how to get another Bird. It becomes a problem.
Yes.
Why? Because the team is not investing in what needs the team to actually stay up. Sometimes all it needs is proper people who are qualified for development, people who are qualified for coaching as well. You cannot be having Abu Midendorf,
Mm-hmm.
leading the front.
Yes.
You cannot be having guys who are not proven,
Yes.
leading the front. Rather, you also take the same initiative as your Marumo Gallants and your TS Galaxy, and then you take that money, you invest in a coach from Europe, even if they're unknown, someone who's got UEFA qualification.
Mm.
That person will do far better and will do way more for you than some old guy who has been coaching, who hasn't won any cup.
Yes.
Management itself also needs to be blamed, the management of Cape Town Spurs, because they didn't do their things the right way.
Mm.
And this has happened also even at the highest teams. We've seen also with Chiefs. Chiefs made that mistake. When Pirates was making signings of coaches, they always took somebody who's unknown, someone with a UEFA qualification.
Mm.
And since they've got a better crop of players, they were able to generate results. Throughout the years, Zimbabwe won something, Micho won something, um, um, Rivero now, who just left, won something. But Chiefs, Ntseki won nothing, South African coach.
Mm.
Atazwane won nothing, South African coach. Kompela won nothing, South African coach. The mistakes that Chiefs has been making with coaches throughout the years, it has also shown. So what more now for a small team, or like a team who's not on the same caliber as Chiefs, and a team that also just came back from relegation? Remember,
Mm.
it was Sean Bartlett, another Kaizer Chiefs legend, that brought the very same Cape Town Spurs back to the top flight.
True.
So it's just recently that they just came back. They're supposed to hold on to staying in the top flight lead until they find their feet. But unfortunately, they didn't do what needs to be done. So dreams delayed are not dreams denied, for VELEBAYI.
Mm-hmm.
Dreams delayed are not dreams denied. His dream has come true. He's playing for the club of his choice, and he's playing for a club that he loves, a club that he's always supported. And there's a lot of blocking that's coming with it. Even
Yes.
though parents were involved, you can imagine his most loved people have also been involved in this saga. There's as much as involved as him. So what
Mm.
do you think the parents are saying? The parents obviously are not in line with what Cape Town Spurs is doing.
Yes.
So for me, Cape Town Spurs is just being greedy. They lost out on the business of selling VELEBAYI and Bartman and all these other players. They lost out on that. So they just need to take it on the chin and move on, start
Mm.
from the scratch. You had
Mm.
the opportunity to make the money.
Yes.
You didn't take it. Whether
Yes.
it's 4 million, 5 million, not the 8 million you wanted, the fact of the matter is you had the opportunity.
Yes.
And now you want to block a young boy, from realizing his dreams,
Mesh.
all because you feel like you the ones that developed him. So
Yes.
yeah, I don't think that's the right way to go about things. But I know that because of the blocking and so much struggle for VELEBAYI to be where he is, I think that he's gonna be a club legend at the team.
Yes. I know, Mesh. Thank you very much for your time, guys. 166 concurrent viewers, 37 likes, guys. More likes for Mesh. More likes for Mesh. And don't forget our show every Monday, guys. 3 points with Mesh. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned on that show. We're still gonna bring you nothing but the best out of the show. So this is this, guys. This was Mesh's point of view. You guys, you can tell us what you think about everything, which is Kaizer Chiefs this season. Where do you see them going? And also the VELEBAYI story right now, that he won't play because of this Safa. I mean, the case which was transferred to Safa, actually appealed by Cape Town Spurs boss to Safa, which is blocking right now according to the rules, that if there is a standing case there, you must not play. So this is this. I'll see you on my next lovely video. Thank you very much, Mesh.
Thank you, Mola. You must take care, my brother.